Good morning. My name is David Teska. I am a senior TVDM major here at the Park School in Ithaca, and I'm going to be taking over the TVDM Instagram for today. A little bit about me. I'm a transfer student. My concentration's in post-production. I am really involved with ICTV, which is our student-run television channel here. And I'm also really involved with Outing Club. I really like getting out, hiking, skiing, being outdoors. Ithaca's a great place for it. And I'm going to be taking you through my classes today, answering your questions, and talking about some of the cool experiences I've had here. So stay tuned. I'm a teaching assistant for Intro to Video Production, which is a first year course that kind of covers the basics of creating videos. And we're doing a shoot in class today. So I am here at PPEX, and I'm going to be picking up some equipment.
Going to start to be really chilly and stay really chilly throughout the rest of this year. So now let's go to our 7-day forecast and taking a look.
I'm a transfer student, so I was able to take care of most of my integrative core curriculum requirements at my previous institution. And so here I have been very focused on my major. I've taken 13 park classes so far. That's a tough question. I'm actually going to say it is a tie between Special Topics Live Event, which is a really cool production course that Professor Guest teaches, had some really great experiences and travel that we did for that class. And then motion graphics and animation. Professor Luder teaches that. That was super cool, getting into, After Effects and hand-drawn animation and stuff like that. So next few posts will be going into more detail on those classes.
I mean, let there be 1,000 blossoms bloom as far as I'm concerned. But I ain't spending any time on it because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
I just came from my interactive media class where we were talking about interface design. Now I'm in virtual production. Today we're doing photogrammetry, which is basically a process when take an object, take a ton of photos of it from a bunch of different perspectives, feed those photos into this software we use called Meshroom, where it can use these algorithms to construct a point cloud, texture the image, and then we bring it into Maya, and we have essentially a 3D model of the item. This needs a lot of cleanup, but you get the idea. I wanted to push the technology, and so I did this absurd 155 photo reconstruction of my dorm room. And you can see it didn't turn out super great, but it's really cool to experiment with this cutting edge technology. This virtual production class is actually brand new this semester. Just wrapped up topics in media tech for today. That is a writing intensive course that's typically taken in the later years of your academic career as a TVDM major. It's a course where we're learning about the power structures that make their way into the media that we produce and consume. So in the first 3 weeks here, we're talking about racism, feminism, and colonialism. Grabbed dinner after the live event, picked up my package. I am back in my room and I'm answering a couple questions before I turn it in for the night. This one's so hard because I have worked on literally hundreds of projects. My sort of media career has been divided into these two eras. There's like the pre-Park era and then there's the Park era. So I'm going to cheat on this one and I'm going to pick one from each. Pre-Park project. This is going to sound wild, but the first summer of the pandemic, I was doing this remote research program, and one of the like social events for it was this like cooking competition in the style of Chopped. And so I offered to edit an episode of it. I was very familiar with the like Chopped formula and kind of the pacing and how they do it. And so I built up all these motion graphics and I gathered, footage from all of the contestants. I found all this like generic stock action music that kind of felt like the Chopped vibe. And I made this, video, and it's like a full episode of Chopped, and it's just like wild. It's bananas. Favorite Park project has to be the Cortica Giving Day live stream. Super proud of this just because there was so much work that went into this. It was this crazy like hour and a half long fundraising drive we did, and so I built a ton of stuff. I built these wall graphics for it. I actually hosted a segment in here, so you can see I did this kind of like GeoGuessr style game show thing. I edited these sort of map fly graphics that went around New York City and showed everything that was going on. And I was actually on this team. We were at Stan's Bar across from Yankee Stadium filming on the day of the game, which was super cool. A bunch of other minor roles in it. It was just a ton of work that went into it by the entire class. We had like 40 packages worth of content for this live stream. It was a really cool endeavor. Live event was a super cool class. Would recommend. What's your next big project? Last question of the night. It is Coca-Cola Refreshing Films this weekend. If you don't know, Coca-Cola Refreshing Films is a competition that Coca-Cola holds where they select 6 finalists who are groups from media colleges, and they make Coke commercials. They get a budget from Coke. So this weekend, a group from Park got selected. And so this weekend we are filming around Ithaca and around campus. And we're going to be doing an overnight shoot in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Super excited for it. That's it. I'm going to bed.